Hey, it's Jim Cerone on the Perfect Host Show, DJNTV. Coming up in this episode, 3 questions. What's a preamble? What makes a hit? And what happens when you step in it? Back to the Perfect Host Show on DJNTV, I'm Jim Cerone. Why should you think of yourself as the host of your parties instead of just the DJ? Do you want more referrals? Do you want your parties to be better every week? Do you want to make enough money to be a full-time DJ? Then don't think of yourself as just that person who presses play and makes people dance. Every party needs a host, and that's you. I've got a top 10 list that makes it easy. We've talked about number 1, show prep, number 2, game day, number 3, looking the part, and today, our question, number 4, what's a preamble? What is a preamble? It's your secret weapon. Think about the time that the guests arrive, but the party hasn't actually started yet. That is the preamble. It's the time where a lot of my weddings, the bride and the groom and her parents won't get there for almost an hour. That party needs a host, and that should be you. Think of having a party at your house. Do you just let guests knock on the door and stand out there? No, you go greet them at the door. And I think that's what you should do as the perfect host. Here's your chance to be the person with all the answers, to show them around. They're strangers in a strange place. They're dressed up. They feel uncomfortable. As the host of the party, your one job is to make everybody comfortable. So greet them at the door. Make small talk. How was the ceremony? How do you know Karen and Joe? Then you can also show them around the room. If they don't know where their table is, you can say, well, tables 1 through 13 are here, tables 14 through 20 are upstairs. You're building trust with them, and that pays off big. I'll tell you how in a minute. Think of the last time you went to a concert. There was a warm-up act, right? TV shows like Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, they have a warm-up person that gets the audience ready for the star before the star walks out. Guess what? At your events, you are your own warm-up act. You're getting the guests comfortable and warming them up for when you need to harness their energy. And here's when that pays off. It's time for your first announcement. You've been walking around the whole time. You have played the role as the host of the party. Do you sometimes have trouble getting people to quiet down? You won't if you use the preamble. It's like magic. When I step to the microphone to make my first announcement, I don't have to ask people to quiet down. When I'm into my 3rd word, everyone has shushed everyone else at the table. Because now you're not a stranger suddenly making an announcement. You're somebody they've seen as the host of the party. And they will immediately quiet down and you'll be able to make your first announcement. It's amazing. So use number 4, what's a preamble? It's all part of being the perfect host. Coming up next, we'll go into the music room.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Time for our music room segment on the Perfect Host Show. As a radio station music director, it was my job to listen to music. I literally got paid to listen to every single song that came across my desk. And believe me, there's a lot of terrible songs out there. I still get excited when I listen to my weekly music downloads because I'm always searching for the next hit. What makes a song a hit? I think there's 2 ingredients. Number 1, it has to be catchy. The lyrics and the melody have to be simple enough that you can sing along by the time it gets to the 2nd chorus. The 2nd ingredient of a hit song, when it's over, you can't wait to listen to it again. That's when you know you've got a hit. Here are my pick hits for this week. Thank You Next by Ariana Grande, and I Found You, Benny Blanco and Calvin Harris. Anytime you're listening to music, see if you can sing along by the 2nd chorus, and when the song's over and you want to hear it again, that's when you know you've found a hit. Coming up next, our moron marketing tip, what happens when you step in it. DJNTV, the Perfect Host Show. I'm Jim Cerone with your moron marketing tip from our backyard. We have two wonderful dogs, Max and Oakley. If you're a dog owner, you know what these are for. Sometimes you do an event and you step in it. You make a mistake and you get a complaint call Monday morning. There's 4 things you should do. Number 1, own it. Just say, yep, I was the one who stepped in it. If you made a mistake and the client calls to complain, just own it. Number 2, maybe we shouldn't use that. The next thing you should do is apologize. Just say the words, I'm sorry. Sometimes that's all the client needs to hear. Number 3, fix it. Ask, what can we do to make this right? You're giving the client the opportunity to tell you what they want. Sometimes they'll ask for a full refund. And if you made a big enough mistake and you've owned it, give them their money back. If not, they might just say, well, I just wanted to get that off my chest, and that's fine. The 4th thing you should do is check back later to see if it still smells. Make sure that the client is happy. Ask, did we make it right for you? Is there any other questions or issues that you have? Because you want to be sure that they're happy. In this day and age, literally, one client, one negative posting can ruin your business overnight. So take these 4 steps to fix it. Now I've got to clean this up. I'm Jim Cerone, the Perfect Host Show on DJNTV.